Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the new content, or the new type of content that has been added into DB Legends, and this is a new type of equipment battle. This is equipment battle Attain New Heights, and essentially this is going to be unique equips but for sparking characters, which is something super interesting, I think, overall, and something that could be really good for the long-term health of the game. Now there's a couple of requirements. You need to have the friendship rank at 5. This is something you have to have before you can attempt any of the stages with a character, so it seems like they've added a new requirement. Not entirely certain why, but obviously maybe just a way to time gate people or make people have to put some kind of investment in. But yes, the character itself is, well, right now the only one available is Sparking Majin Buu, which has terrified quite a few people, because if you played this game long enough you'll know that when he first got his Zenkai he was an absolute menace. Now the equipment looks really strong. We're talking 50% boosts to attack and defense all around, inflicted damage up, we're looking at health up, we're looking at a lot of things, basically to bring the unit in line with the current meta. Now the cool thing about these equipments is they function the same as unique equips, so they can only be tied to this character, they can be randomly upgraded, and it looks like the third slot's going to operate the same as things like Future Gohan's unique equip, and we all know how well those have worked in bringing units back up to speed. So it seems like they have a good idea of how to use these unique equips just based on units like Bardock and Gohan to kind of bring units back up to speed. Now it doesn't work every time, but they seem to have gotten really a lot better at it. And the fact that they are, I want to say, restricting this content to sparking units, I think is interesting. By the way, if you want to raise your friendship, you will see me there. The daily Let's Fight events is going to be the best way. But what's interesting is, and I think for now, Zenkai Awakening sparkings are going to be the go-to for these kind of upgrades. So I think bringing a lot of these Zenkais that they did for sparking units back into the meta is going to be good. For example, they could give a piece of equipment for, well, probably one of the first original hype sparkings, the Namek Goku. Similarly, they can do the same for Piccolo, they can do the same for a whole bunch of units. And the interesting thing about this is they could drop 2 or 3 unique equips in a campaign. So they could really elevate 2 or 3 units and really kind of beef up quite a few teams. The relevant team for that campaign, but also just beef up a lot of options for other teams, because these are unique equips. These aren't Zenkai boosts, they're not tying the bonus to other teams. These are to bring the units in line with the content. Imagine both SS4s getting Zenkai Awakenings, or sorry, getting Platinum equips at the same time. It could be incredibly interesting and really rapidly change the dynamic of a couple teams. Bring other units back into the fold. It could be really interesting. Now they specifically mention sparky units with this, so you can't really look at Legends Limited characters, but just to take a look at Majin Buu Saga, they could do Fat Buu right now, they could do the purple Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and they could do the Ultimate Gohan. And if they upgraded all 3 of these units, that would be not only a huge buff to Majin Buu Saga, but it would be a huge buff to 3 different teams. It would be a big buff to Super Saiyan 3 or Saiyan's team, it would be a huge buff to the Hybrid Saiyan's team, and it would be a big buff to the Regen team. And they could do all 3 of those, bring all 3 units in line, and at the same time strengthen the team of the main units for the celebration. So I think it's really good, and if they do it right, now they don't need to do like 3 or 4 units at once every time, but if they can just do 2 units, or even just 1 unit and then 2 units, or just every now and then add another unit to the sparking, there's no reason why this mechanic should be a negative one. Yes, they could overtune some units. I know people are terrified of Majin Buu coming back, but it would be great to have some of these older units regain viability. It would help them, especially because of their development cycle, it seems like they struggle to make new sparkings and new like additional banner units. So this plus the all-star banner format change all seems like really good changes to somewhat bringing units and expanding the pool of usable units. And I think overall that's a really good thing. So we'll take a look at this equipment in future videos and things like that, but I just wanted to get my thoughts on this new type of content and stage, and yeah, but let me know yours, and bye.